I don't think so. That's just a picture of his... Hello! Welcome to No Man's Sky. It's been a very long while since I've played No Man's Sky, and apparently there's a big update. Well, I say it's a big update. They've done some things. There's now some sort of interior update. Like, all this is new. It still looks like how I left it, except some of these things are a little bit different. When I first loaded in, I had, like, my computer was, like, in the wall here. Hot anime cat girl. Hello, how are you? Hot, I assume. I have this game, but I haven't played it in so long. Neither have I. Like, to the point where, like, these used to be the rooms where my guys who I'd persuaded to come with me lived, and these are apparently legacy pieces now. These are no longer accurate, and I will be removing these. But I pieced all this stuff together to make it look like a room that was accurate to the person who was in here, and that is no longer necessary because now they've got their own rooms. So all this has got to go, including this. All this is going to be going. Everything is going, and I'm going to be replacing everything back down. There's one of my guys. There he is, and there's another one. Yeah, I think I've got like 4 people. There's 4 people wandering around here. So yeah, I'm going to be deleting all of this and starting again to make it lovely and new and look a bit like this instead of what we already had. What is this on the wall? Oh my god. God, it just... Can you hear that? I don't know if the volume's going to be too loud or anything. Please let me know. I will be trying to keep it under the 20 decibel mark. But yeah, this is all new. You get some ships just for watching me, which is good. So as long as if you've got the game, just watching me for, I think you have to watch for 3 hours to get the ship right at the end. So, you know, stick around for loot. It should say just above the chat that you are getting stuff. But there are like different stages, so there's like one for 15 minutes, one for 30 minutes, one for like an hour, 2 hours, and then the 3 hour that you get the ship. Now, I have already done day 1 and day 2, so I've got 2 ships waiting for me, and I have to get them from, I believe it's like the multiplayer at ease, the multiplayer space station. So yeah, I think I'm going to be going there. The bridge has been updated as well. There's now teleporters, which take you directly to your ship. So yeah, I'm going to head out and see if I can acquire my ships. I should probably check I haven't got a full inventory of ships. If I can figure out how to do that. Summon freighter, summon squadron. I don't know. Is it a different one? C, V? What are my keys? I rebind stuff, so it's difficult to know what's doing what. Utilities. Okay, I believe I'm fine. So, switch starship view. Maybe, maybe not. Can I go back? It has been a long time since I've played this. Deflect cargo scan. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I play in first person because it looks better like that. Also, I never really get on with third person cameras. You better be streaming for 3 damn hours. Yeah, I'll be streaming for longer than that. I'll be doing 4 hours. I don't know where I am. This is my freighter. Oh no, that's just the normal space station. Can I summon the the summon the space anomaly. That's it. I put it there. Perfect. That's exactly where I want to be. So I need to go to the Quicksilver salesman or whatever it is in here. I'm going to apologise in advance if the game footage gets laggy. It tends to do that when I go onto planets because it's having to load up a big world. Yeah, it should be... Oh, yeah. It looks fine to me normally, but... Yeah, it struggles. It's a very graphically intensive game. Last 4 hours, I can, yes, indeed. So, yeah, it's quite smooth here, but yeah, it may get a little bit jittery later on. Hopefully, it won't be a problem. Now, is this where you get the... Is this the Quicksilver Salesman? The Nexus? No, that's not it. Is it over here? Hi. Quicksilver Synthesis Companion. You are the guy I need to talk to. Collect expedition rewards, collect Twitch rewards. There we go. So I've got the end of Kumiok, or whatever it says there. I have... Now this is definitely going to be better than what I've got, but it's the hauler I want to have a look at, because I'm currently flying a hauler, but this is a Class A hauler. So yeah, if I can I compare that to a summer's day? Compare that to what I've currently got. It's a little bit... It's got more damage potential. I'll have to unlock more of these. Technology. Ooh, that is a lot of technology I can have. And a lot of cargo. It's definitely worth upgrading. So, what I may do... I won't trade in my current ship. I will claim it. And then I'll go back. I'll take everything off my current ship. Like, completely dismantle it. And then put everything on the new one. I've got other stuff I need to take as well. Memories of the Abyss. This is a new gun. I'd like to compare that to my current gun. Okay, I've unlocked more than that. So, well, of course, it's an S-Class, so I will take it, but I may trade it in. Oh my god, it's 4 million. But that... okay, that's pretty good. I wonder whether it can have, like, more slots down like this. Whatever, it's free. I'll be taking everything. Yes, collect all the... Can I not do all? All items, please? Again, just want to compare just to see what's going on. Technology. It's good on the technology and it's good on the cargo. Obviously, the slots I'll have to unlock later, but... Yeah, that's still quite good, but, you know, it's nothing compared to this. But it's a free ship, so, yeah, all good. I wish I had all that shit. Well, you know, if you just watch, you'll get something. I mean, this is going on for 5 days. I already got 2 days worth of stuff because it started yesterday and they're doing it again today. So you'll get today's stuff if you watch for more than 3 hours. Well, 3 hours. So you've only missed out on the first day. Sorry, I heard the ice cream guy. Well, ice cream is a very important thing. So yeah, you just got to stick around and watch. And you don't necessarily need to watch. You can just have it on in the background. You don't even need to listen, as long as you've got the page open. There we go. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can claim these on, like, once on each save. So that's what I've been told. But I'm not sure how true that is. I will probably try it at some point. So, that is my acquisition. There's also I think you can become like sheriff of a town. Like these like NPCs have got like villages on planets. Is this my starship? No, it's not. Real life people. Real life people. Real life consequences. I didn't name my ship the End of Destruction. I did, however, name my freighter the HIS Balls of Steel. There we go. And shall we get back to it? Where is it? Did I miss it just then? Where's my ship? Oh. Hello? Ah, there it is. Ships. I just crashed into... I was not paying attention to where I was going. Ever smile. Ships, indeed. Ships, indeed. Whoa! Jesus, that was very loud. That was like... Okay. What is the volume of my game right now? Is it 39? 39% of the volume. I feel like that was a bug. I don't think that was meant to happen. I'll bring my mic a little bit closer, just in case I can't be heard. But yeah, there's little NPCs that are running the ship now. By the look of it, I mean, who are you? Have I met you before? I don't know your language. Yeah, do let me know if it's hard to hear me. Gex seems relatively new to freighter life. From time to time, their eyes drift towards the windows, mesmerized by the infinite expanse of stars and the distant worlds orbiting them. I leave. Yeah. Okay. Apparently you can climb these. Like, you can actually go up them. I think there's like a ladder over there. But these weren't here before, but now they are. Aha. No man's ears. Haha! What is this? Can I control this? No. But look! Look at where I am! Nice. Yeah, so my ship has a crew now. Are you wanting to trade? What is that? I don't want to... Yes, it is very gissy. What? Ew. So yes, there are teleporters that take you up to the bridge, which is very nice. It's been so long, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing in the game. It took me ages to remember, like, this is how you save. So yes, what I want to do is... Am I being haunted by robots? I hope that wasn't ghosts. So yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking all of this stuff down. I'm going to be taking it away. I'm going to start putting in new rooms, getting rid of the legacy pieces and all that. And hopefully we won't have any issues with replacing everything. What is that? Why does it sound like a robot ghost? A robo-ghoul. Hey! Hey! Fuckfaces! What are you doing? What's all that noise upstairs? I need you to deal with something. I need to... Whatever that noise is that keeps happening while I'm up there. The robot, whatever. the machine noises. Please exercise it. Okay. Ooh, is that a freighter over there? Is that my freighter? Oh, it's going. Bye. Oh, it's the doors. Okay. That's a point. I should... Where are my ships? Ah, there we go. The menu has shown up because I've got multiple ships now. I should get my ship and have a look. You know, for such a large ship internally, it is quite small compared to the one that I've got. Well, I say the one that I've got. This is mine. It's got all this, and yet nothing on the outside. I don't know if I like it or not. I suppose there's probably going to be better ships, aren't there? I can always upgrade. There's possibly an S-tier ship out there that I could... in fact, I'm regularly visited by ships. I may trade one in. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't want this. I want to... can I have my other ships just out? Where is it? Is it that one? Switch docked ship. Summon... Infinite... What? Oh, I can summon it, of course. While I'm on the planet, I can bring it to me, can't I? Summon the end of destruction. Aha! There it is. Right. You've been a faithful servant, but now I need to dismantle you. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. I like this orange bug ship. Yeah. That's not as loud, but it is obnoxious. So grindy. Stop it. Please. I'm going to lower that down. Indeed. Yeah. So all of this is coming back down. I'm getting rid of it. Some of this I'm probably going to have to re-research. Or, like, do... I don't know. I can't remember how any of it works. I'm probably going to make a huge mistake with this. Oh, I've got a few things in here. I want to put that on the freighter. Can I transfer things from here to there? Starship. Exosuit. Because I feel like a lot of it's going to end up in my inventory. Switch inventory. AD. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do I not have... like... different storage for that? Ah. Oh, you know what? It's probably better if I just... if I get out and just transfer from... I think I can just get out. And it will do it. From the freighter. Wait, no. Is it the exosuit I want? Quick transfer. Where's that going to go, though? Ah, yes! Yes, that's what I want. Yeah. Just keep putting it... I don't know, a companion egg? Okay. Ooh, this is a little bit weird. I'm trying to figure out how this works. I'm pressing X, but you could also press X on there for it to go away. And it goes into the inventory. So my brain's going, you've got loads of different options. I'm confused! I probably didn't want that there. I wanted it in the cargo hold, along with everything else. Okay. Just get used to doing this. Nope. Because I think everything is in cargo holds. Signal booster. I'm gonna... Right, that should be enough space for everything to dismantle into if it all goes into my inventory. You own this capital ship you're docked in? Yes, this is mine. It is the HIS Balls of Steel. So, yeah. This is my ship. This is where I live. I've also got a base on a planet. I think it's this planet. But I can warp to it from... I think I can... From star bases, I think. It is a Nukem reference because I've got balls of steel. I've got balls of steel. I've got steel balls. Steel balls. I've got balls of steel. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's probably all going to go into here, isn't it? If I dismantle it. Can I move it? Can I just move it to another ship? I can move stuff, but can I move it to another ship? I know there's a way that you can have another... Okay, let me just... You can have another ship. Another horse, indeed. Can I put that here? Where can I put this? Can I put that in there? Can I install this inventory? I'm not trying to install it. Oh, do I have to... Take... Oh, wait, hang on. Starship. E to move the technology. Can I move it somewhere else so I can just... No, okay. But last time I played, you could have multiple ships out at the same time. So, do I have to, like, stand here and summon? Like... No. There's got to be a way. I could have multiple ships out at the same time. Must be inside. What? Okay. Summon freighter. I'm on the freighter. Come on. F to select. Nope. Okay. Oh, really? I can't... Ooh. Ooh, scanner. Interesting. I'm learning this game again, so just bear with me. You will have to deal with it. With NPCs piloting other ships, yes, they will come in every now and again with either a better ship or a crappier ship, and they'll just dock, and you can trade with them, and occasionally take their ships. Okay, maybe I'm not far away enough. I want the ship here. Why? I could have multiple ships out before. Why have they patched it? Is that no longer possible? It may be the case. That's switching the docked ship. Summon freighter. I'm on the freighter. Summon exocraft. Can't do that unless I'm on a planet. Summon that. No, I can... but it's already out. So... I can't. So it does look like I can't just move stuff from one ship to another. I am actually gonna have to dismantle it. Which shouldn't be too bad, because if I dismantle it, I should just get its component parts, which means that I can do it again. This is not the one. Oh, actually, you know what? What I want to do is I want to take this stuff apart, because then I'll get the raw stuff, and then I'll replace it again later. Because I think... Oh, hang on. Transfer items. Oh, it's just it's literally transferring items, not like... bits and pieces from other ships. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Technology and cargo. I can't remember how you unlock these. Install technologies. Yeah. Until I can have more spaces in technology, a lot of it's going to have to go in like cargo and all sorts of other stuff. So I will be lacking in certain spaces. But this isn't the ship I want to dismantle right now. I want to dismantle the other ship. That is the wrong menu. And boom. You are going to bits. Can you have wingmen? Wingmen? What do you mean? What, like those people who are strapped on top of a biplane and they go flying around? No, they're wing walkers, aren't they? Alexa, what is the best starship ever?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Gamefront.com, introduced in the late 2370s to supplement the Galaxy class, the Sovereign class is the Federation's most advanced starship to date.
Apparently the Sovereign class. It's interesting. Can I not dismantle? How do I dismantle? Oh, that's dismantled. So I can't dismantle that, but I can dismantle this. Dismantled. 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 Yeah, a lot of this I'm probably going... The stuff that has X on it, they're pretty much going to be... well... I have to find those again. But... It shouldn't be too difficult if I just go on a merry old trip around around the universe. There'll be someone willing to sell me some illegal upgrades and experimental stuff. You. We're pretty good on the laser beams, aren't we? We want laser beams. Right. So, if I... This is X. I'm going to put that in the exosuit. Exosuit. Starship high capacity inventory. Can I... Ooh. What is that? Oh, that's putting one back. Interesting. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. It's a bit awkward. You just keep on going. Oh, what? Is it? It's going to have to go on the freighter then. Can it not go on the freighter? How is all my inventory full? Okay, it wasn't. It just wasn't allowing me to put it in. That's strange. It says how many slots are free. I think I want to put that on the freighter. These things are like... I think they're highly sought after, which is why I've kept them. Technology, again, we're going to have to dismantle this stuff. You. I think we can dismantle that as well. And that. Cargo. Ooh. Cargo space. I think it doesn't really matter where we put them, because where we put them, I think it will just treat everything like a whole inventory when we craft stuff, so... Okie dokie, so that's stripped that... Oh. No, it hasn't. Hasn't put anything anywhere else, has it? No. nothing else can be dismantled. That's all. That's all standard with the ship. Give your engineers some WD-40 for those doors. It would be probably more helpful, wouldn't it, than what they're currently doing. Yeah, everything's fine. Hang on. Did I trade? Did I accidentally trade in? I didn't want to trade in. Or have I just... Oh, you know what? That wasn't there before, but I think it's just a case of... Is it that one? Swapping out. Swap multi-tool. There we go. We've got a few of them. So that's the new one. So I think that's the one I was using before. How do I bring up the... There it is, multi-tool. Oh, this isn't the one. Because what I'd want to do as well is, I think with the multi-tool, because it's got more spaces, I just want to put everything on the multi-tool as well. So which one was the one I was holding before? Was it? Oh, it's that one, I believe. Yes, that's got all the upgrades and everything. Yeah, look. There we go. It's got all of these. So I don't think we want to get rid of that, because what I got was an A class. I think that's... I don't think that's any better. It shouldn't be. Maybe the bits that are on it are better, but maybe I can research them and put them on myself. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. The menus are a bit of a pain to navigate. So let's have a look at this one again, just quickly. Yeah, it's got a few it's got less slots. Can I move technology to another? No? Okay. See, I don't know whether this is exclusive to this gun. I'll have to do a bit of research and find out. But, you know, if I can get this and put it somewhere, put it on a different gun, that'd be great. Bombers have an extra bay and look cool. In fact, you were only transferring, not trading. Yeah, I think so. But the best to me is the TIE Phantom, not TIE Reaper. I don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. I don't need to be paying attention. I am busy. So yeah, I think what I've already got is fine. I do not need to change my gun to the blue one. I'll keep this. All good. No changes there. However, the ship needs changing. I keep pressing Z instead of X. Ta-da! Now, time to start fitting this with everything that I've already learned. Right, technology. We'll get some of this stuff in there. Yep, got you. Got you. So that's in. Launch thrusters. You have got these already. A cyclotron ballista. I can't remember what I had before. I think the positron ejector is like a shotgun sort of weapon, which I never found useful because ships never get close enough. I may have to dismantle that. But at the moment, reinstall that. Is that done? Good. Efficient thrusters. Conflict scanner. I need a Walker brain for that. I don't have one, so looks like we won't be doing that anytime soon. Non-linear optics photon cannon upgrade. I think that's what I had before. I think that's what I was using. Heat dispersion. Oh, if I don't remember what I had. Ooh, that's fine. We'll start. We'll start with engines because we've got a bunch of these that we can plug in. There we go. That's back. If we just do each one of these, it should be good. I think they give you extra range. Do I not have any more microprocessors? Did I not install this? Okay. We'll try that one. Yeah? So that's in. We can move these. Oh, no. Just... Oh, because I tried to install it there, that's where it's going to go until it's built. So I need to get some I need one more microprocessor. That's not warp, is it? I've got this, though, haven't I? Yeah. Surely I've got microprocessors. Like, I've got... Yeah, look, I've got 3. Oh, I've only got 3. Have I not got any more? Do I need to trade for them now? Look at all these updates. All, like, upgrades I've got for different things. I have played this game a lot in the past. I can't for the life of me tell you what any of these things are right now, because it's been so long. But, you know, it seems I have been busy. Makes me think I probably should have started a new game. But then I wouldn't have all this lovely stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I need some microprocessors, which means I need to put the computer down so I can trade. Actually, does someone... Have we got ships that have landed anywhere? Hello? Ships? Looks like someone's coming in. Have you got any microprocessors, please? Emergency warp unit, significant upgrade to the hyperdrive that allows an instantaneous warp, even while conventional systems are blocked by Starship combat. Access to the emergency warp system is via the quick menu. Okay, right. Well, eventually we'll probably have one of those, I believe. Hey, do you have any microprocessors? Offer to trade. Do you have anything that I want? You don't have anything that I want. Oh. Why do you not have anything that I want? Can I sell anything to you? Nothing here is green, so I imagine I'm not going to be making a profit on anything. Okay, hang on. What about my other inventories? Have I got anything for you? No? Starship? Can I not do the freighter? Huh. Okay. Well, never mind. Is someone else coming in? I'll have to trade for more nanoprocessors. Gimme. Ooh, you're a hauler. You're big. Look at you. Jesus, how did you... Oh, hang on. Where are you going? Careful. Hey. Nice ship. Is this an S-class? Hello, friend. First of all, I want to see what your ship's like. It's an A-class, and it's got... All the slots are unlocked. That is very expensive. I can't even exchange. But that is a good ship. If we get more of these, if we get more of this guy coming in, we can probably just like straight up upgrade. Has to have quick access to emergency systems, I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect sniper to be an option in an MMO. I wonder how it's done. Massive freight ship. Those big cargo bays are like an open invitation to pirates. I believe so. Trade. Microprocessors, please. Why do you not have any microprocessors? Do I have to go to a base to get some microprocessors? Oh, you know what? Oh, there's another ship. I'll check this ship first, just in case. And well, first of all, I want to see what your ship's like. I always check the ships before I make a trade with them, just in case I want their ship. I've got crates upstairs that magically create new items for you to use. So I could probably check those. So you don't have any microprocessors either. Is it because of where I am? Do you not do microprocessors in this star system? No, it's just all Gek coming. What about you? I believe these are the Gek. Yeah, nothing. Okay. I'll check upstairs, because those crates may have given me exactly what I need. I will show you. Where am I going? This way. Yeah, I want to get rid of all of this and start again. Because there's apparently you can go outside the ship now and sort of walk around on the hull. Right, these are not... Hang on. Oh, no, they do have some things in. Navigation data. A few of those. Okay. Anything else? Antimatter housings. Any processors, please. Oh, fuck. God, I need to just, like, have a whole row of these just going, like, one after the other. Because they do just generate stuff. It's literally like a loot crate that you can go in and just do. So, yeah, I need to go and get some new stuff, it seems. One microprocessor, that's all I need. Can I make them? Can I make them? Microprocessors. I can. Ha ha ha! So, what? Why have I only got one now? What? Freighter? Where are they? There they are. Put in my exosuit. Just so that I've got them on me. So... yeah, okay, there we go. It's installed. Now, I don't know what this does, having them all next to each other, but I think it gives you some sort of extra boost. Because you see they've got this outline. If you put them all next to each other, they give you some extra potential, I believe. I'm not sure. They do something. I know what I'm doing is a good thing. So, yeah, it's... yeah, it's always best to line these things up next to each other. Stat boost. Yeah, yeah. Make it go vroom. Indeed. Ooh, I forgot I've got coffee. That makes me go vroom. Do you know what I've just realised? I've left my rear lights pointing at the ceiling. There we go. Makes everything look a little bit brighter. Okie dokie. install some more stuff. Instability drive. Why not? Let's go for an instability drive. I need more tritium. Can I make tritium? Can I make tritium? There's a lot of things here that I've seen, apparently, but I can't make right now. Can I not make tritium? What the hell is that? Warp hypercore. What does tritium look like again? It was like a weird sort of purple thing. Hang on. It was that. Tritium hypercluster. A shard of pure crystallized tritium. Select in the inventory. Oh, you know what? You get them from asteroids. Okay, that seems I'm just out of luck with some of these things. There's platinum there. Surely I've got tritium. Have I not got any in there? Oh, there's 2. And a platinum. I've only got 64 platinum? It seems hard to believe. I need to go looting. Well, I say looting, I go mining. Yeah, I've just... See, these things are just... I am out of stuff. Can I... I'll attempt to put these things in here. Platinum, I'll need more of. I think you can get them from that from asteroids too. Shitium, plundrium, yeah. Unfortunately, some of these things are not going to be linked to the things that they are meant to be with, but for now, we will just plug stuff in. Magnetic resonator and antimatter. So I can make antimatter. I saw that. Where is it? There it is. Wait, how many do I need? I need 5. And 2 of those. So that's 2 of those. And... oh. There we go. Let's make a few more, just in case we need them. Take your antimatter. You can have that. So that's done. Installed. Yeah, I just need raw resources for those. Do I have any shield upgrades? I had more than that, didn't I? I'm gonna have to sodium nitrate. Can I not make it? I know you can like separate these things. There's like if you've got fuck, I'm all over the place with the thing. If you've got like resources, you can create some of these things. No, it is basically just resources, isn't it? Damn. Looks like we're going mining. Speaking of looting and blundering, we need to play Sea of we can play Sea of Thieves at some point. Maybe not for the next few days because there's going to be this going on. Right, but the whole point was that this is a whole new thing going on here. So I'm going to start deleting rooms. I believe that is yes. There we go. If I do C. And start deleting things. I wonder whether the... oh, God. I wonder whether the things... Can you just stop... There's just menus. Constant menus. I'm wondering whether the things that are in here instantly go away or whether I have to delete them separately. Probably best be careful with it. Just go around, delete everything. Because all this stuff I've put in manually just to make it look good. But, yeah. In fact, maybe we'll get some of the things that we need from taking all this stuff apart. You. Gimme. Gimme. You. Oh. Nice. Yeah, everything that's getting deleted. It's nice to see that I'm getting everything back, though. You. This could take some time. Hopefully, once we're finished, everything will look amazing. Like a proper spaceship rather than just a bunch of tunnels. So it doesn't look like Subnautica, you know? Just... I really went ham in here, didn't I? Was it X? Yes, okay. And there's a lot of content. There is. They've really zhuzhed up the... Should I... Actually, if I just... I'm curious. If I delete the room, will I get everything back? Oh, hang on. What's that? That was not the right button, was it? I want to. Hang on. Cannot delete. What was that? Player inside this module. I'm not in that. I'm not inside the module. Oh. Did I get everything? It seems to be giving me a lot of stuff, but was that everything? I really hope it was. I suppose they are just things. They're not exactly important things. I can always just make them again. Yeah, okay. No, I wanna delete. I wanna delete. Why are you not deleting? There we go. Yeah, that's a lot. I think that's definitely getting rid of everything in there. I'm nowhere near it. Fucking menu. Everything is a menu. I just tried to run and suddenly menu. I'm not inside it. Yeah, okay. There we are. I'm going to delete this room as well. No, that was C, not X. Fucking everything is a menu. Can you stop being a menu? Now, how did I get from there to there? Was it Z? I've got to press Z to get into this, C to do the placed parts, and then X to delete stuff, when apparently I'm not in the building. I gotta say, it is not intuitive at all. At least not to me. So I can get rid of that. I suppose I don't really need any of this either. I've got to give myself a way out so I don't get stuck. But then if I do get stuck, it'll just be a case of putting everything back. Okay, it's just occurred to me that there's NPCs wandering around. I hope they don't die. Although I sort of hope they do, as well. Because I think that'd be funny. It'd be mean, but it'd be funny. Right, so these individual rooms are all connected to storage boxes that are on the planet. Now, I don't necessarily need to have a storage box on a planet for these to exist, but these are a direct link to them. Deleting them will not be an issue, because everything is in storage boxes. Can I get rid of that one? And get rid of that. It's encroaching. It's coming to get you. You're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. I'm apparently inside that one. There we are. Ooh. And then here we are, working our way back. Let's get rid of that. We'll put that back in later. Oh, I got 13 warp cells from that. It's interesting. Yeah, okay. And then once we're done with this, we'll just start again with all the new bits and pieces, and we won't have to ever see any of that shit ever again. I pressed the wrong button again. There we go. And then get rid of that one. I'm very clearly not inside it. But yeah, this is the build area. There's only one build area from this door. This door here. And you can do whatever you like with it, really. I quite like having this section. It's a little bit odd because where you build is sort of, when you come out here, it's like I've not gone down at all. So where I was building, half that stuff was up here in this area somehow. So I don't know whether it just unloads that and just keeps this loaded, but that shouldn't make any sense. But you know, I'm all for non-Euclidean geometry. So yes, I have now got new bits and pieces to be putting in. Here's all the legacy stuff. That's all the stuff I've just deleted. There's some stuff here that was, I believe, is all still the same. But I want to start putting in these new rooms and making everything look very sort of sci-fi. That is not the one I wanted to press. Do that. I think we can have another sort of going that way and that way sort of situation. But look at it. Look at it change. Oh, isn't that good? I like it. So I just need to think what my how I'm going to design this. Maybe I should have like 2 going that way, 1 that way. And then wait, like that. Yeah, and then we can sort of start plopping rooms all over the place. Oh, was that delete? Toggle free placement? Didn't realise there was free placement. Is there not? Can I rotate? Oh, I can rotate. It doesn't like it, but I can rotate. Look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Build colours. Oh, there's colours. G? Oh, okay. Blue and pink. I can have different colours. Ooh. I like it. Maybe I'll go through later after I've built it and start colouring it. Because at the moment I'm just concentrating on the colouring. I'm just concentrating on the building, not the colouring. Let's go for a room. Let's see what these rooms are like. Fleet Command room. Now, I think we should have a Fleet Command room. I mean, I literally just deleted it from there, but maybe it should go there. Although, it does seem to want to have 2 doors, and I don't want that. Maybe I should just extend this out a bit further. That'd be good, actually. Or, wait. Okay. Actually, maybe there would be interesting. No. Okay. You know what? Why not? Let's go for it. We'll get rid of these and we'll just have it curl round like that. So that's the fleet room. Science specialists room. We could, yeah, we can do that. Get rid of that. Was it C? No, it's, where is it? Where's delete? I can't remember. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. I literally just pressed D then. Fucking fuck off. What are you doing? Why is everything a fucking menu? I pressed shift that time. Why is that a menu? Nowhere on the screen does it say press shift to go into a menu. Oh, yes it does. Left shift to swap parts. So you can't run. Oh. Well, you can run, but you end up in a menu. Okay. I do sort of want to use a part though, don't I? I want... no, I don't. I want normal menu stuff. Oh, fucking hell, this is annoying. Just take me to the normal menu. I want a corridor. Then we've got it going that way. Could have different colours for different departments. Yeah, we could do. That is indeed something we could possibly set up. I need, like... I think I might have a room coming off here. And that'd be, like, a portal room. Because I think you need... Oh, actually, you know what? I need, like, a... This is a bad place for this. Shadows? Is the sun beaming through here? Interesting. This is a bad place for this. What my original plan was much better, because what I want to do is if I go somewhere, I want to be here and go, right, we're here. Come out and go into the teleporter that takes me down to the planet. And then to the side here will just be like planning, just off like the ready room. That would be good. I just need to figure out which menu is the right menu. Alright, C. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just want to run while doing this. Right, delete. Really? Just delete one? What? Build? No, I just... C and then X to delete. See, I can click it, but then it takes me back out of the menu. You fucking Oh, you little bitch. Oh, you little bitch. I'm unbinding that. I'm unbinding that. Every time I just want to move down there, my instinct is to run. Any game, shift to run. It gives you the freedom to move around and look around at that point, and then it gives you a fucking menu right there. Fuck off. On foot, quick menu. Have we got build menu? Quick menu, ship, exocraft, galactic map, photo mode, base part editing. Right. They're both the fucking same. Unbound. Tap to... No, not... Hold down the key. Button you want to... What? No, just bind it to something else. V. There. It's red, but I'm not going to be using V anytime soon. Fucking bastard thing. I just want to build. I just want to build. Right. X to delete. Good. We're going to back out of this, and we're going to put an extra bit of corridor going off, just so that when I turn, it's not going to join up on the wall to the side here. Because I don't need every door. I don't need every door into one room. I just need one door. We can just have a wall there instead. Boom, and then we go that way. So, yeah. And this way too. That's what we want. That is what we want. Yeah. Good. And then one off that way and one off that way. I'm not entirely sure how we're able to do like extra floors. I don't know if the floor actually just takes us up into... Oh, hello. Wait, so I can just look up and it will give me a room? Okay, that's nice. How do I now how do I now get into that room? Maybe if I can I... Oh, no, I've just deleted that. That is odd. So now there's a room up there? Is that right? Or isn't there? It's saying that I can put a room there, but it doesn't seem to be giving me the option. See, what's that? Is that... How do I get up there? Maybe there's a part. Maybe there's like ladders or something. Can I have ladders? Storage room, storage room, storage room. No. There appears to be no way to go between floors, even though it allows you to place them. Refiner room. Exocraft specialist room. Weapons terminal room. But how do I get to the other floors? X to view variants. Why would you give us that menu separately? Are there variants here? No? Is it just the ones that have the weird lines on them? Are there ladders? Can there be ladders up between floors? You don't seem to have given us ladders. Hello, games? You haven't given us ladders. We have a problem here. Oh dear. Okay. So those pieces that I've put up there, I cannot get to. So, yep, that's just I can't even delete them because they're up there. Although I'm not entirely sure they actually got built, because when I was like attempting to place more of these down, they were going in places where there was already. Oh, hang on, no, there seems to be like a. Doesn't want to stick one right here. Colors, build, cycle. What is cycle part? Oh, I see. It cycles through the different types of part. Okay. It still doesn't give me a ladder going up into that room. Toggle, edit, build. Oh, I see how that works now. I hate that, but you know. Toggle camera? What's toggle camera? Hello? Oh! You've given. Is that what I look like? Jesus. Right. I feel like this should be a bit more of a free cam rather than just in the tubes cam. Right, okay. Can we get up? Oh, we can't, can we? It's very limited. I suppose whatever's up there is just going to have to stay up there, and we'll just have to ignore the fact that it's up there. Why give us the option, though, if we can't go up there? It doesn't feel right. Does any of these say ladders? Galactic trade room? I mean, that's what I need. I need a galactic trade room here. Are you going to give me a galactic trade room, or are you just going to give me the delete tool? Why am I still in this menu? Okay. Give me a galactic trade room. Oh, I need microprocessors again. Which means I've got to go and get some from the base. But that is what I want in there. Oh, this is like, it's almost like Wheatley sat there giving me bad ideas. So yeah, let's try a different room. That's what I wanted to put down, wasn't it? I'm getting sidetracked with all the things that I think that we need. Can I rotate that? Ooh. Yeah, that's right. That's what we want. It's nice that the room just gets bigger as well. That's pretty good. That's quite clever. I mean, I can still apparently put things upstairs when I can't get to them, but yeah, it's clever that it can do this. Okay. Construction specialist room. Let's find a place for that. We don't have any dihydrogen jelly. We should probably make some. I believe we can make some. There we go. Did I need to make more of that? How many did I need to make? Why don't we have a look at these things before we do them? construction specialist. Oh, it was 2. Okay. So this is where I had the construction specialist before, and then I had like a little room off to the side here, and it was the other guy. But I think I may have it this way this time. I don't know. Science specialist. Oh, we'll stick that at the other end. I'm just replacing the buildings I got rid of, but that's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be completely different. Just updated, essentially. Construction specialist room, galactic trade room. I need that somehow. Weapons terminal room. Right. That was on this side. That's going to be the one on this side. I need some pugnium. Some pugnium. Poogie. Apparently. Can I make that? I cannot. I think whatever it is, I need to, whatever I'm doing here, I still need to go to a planet. I still need to do something. I just want to get the majority of it done, though. I'll have both of these going down into like the central cargo room, which is how I had it before, but it'll be an updated one, which would be nice. Not quite no clip. Pressing V does nothing. It's not. It's not Gary's mod, so you know it won't. It won't be that simple. It never is. The fact that it didn't allow me when I was basically in no clip was frankly infuriating. But yeah, maybe in future they'll give you a limited sort of radius. Can I not just have like a basic room, or do I need to use corridors to make the rooms like I did before? A refiner room? I can make dihydrogen jelly for a refiner room. So craft specialist. I don't remember where I had that before. Maybe I'll have that somewhere more local. I suppose it can be on the other side, because I don't think it's a room I'm ever going to really need to be in quickly, because it just gives me the options for different vehicles. Again, wrong menu. Weapons terminal room, that's the one I need to get the things for. So in the refiner room I can make more dihydrogen jelly for, and yeah, okay. So maybe it is you just need to make the rooms out of corridors. I'm thinking. Right, if I do that, and then that, and then that. Oh, that's not good, is it? How do I make a room? Oh, fuck's sake. This is just so finicky. How do I just make a normal room with nothing in it? Why do I keep ending up there as well? Why am I constantly pressing the wrong fucking button? I've got like 15 different buttons in the same area just to go through some menus. This is just ridiculous. I didn't think I'd be getting this angry today. Refiner room. Where's just the room? None of these are just these are just corridors. These are rooms, but these are legacy, so these are going to go eventually. Large freighter room B, large freighter room C, large freighter room A. Am I going to have to use these? I'd rather not, honestly. Seems like we're still using them. Oh well. Yeah, that wants to be a corridor, doesn't it? There we go. Wait, which one? What have I been making this one out of? Oh, I've been making them out of bees. I've been making them out of bees. There we go. I mean, it's a nice room, but it's not this, is it? This was nice. I prefer the rooms to look the same, like this. Why is there just not rooms? Or am I missing something? Is there like have I like missed sections? Like I need to go and research them or hunt them down or something? Because I feel like there's a lot missing here. There isn't just a normal room with nothing in it. Cultivation chamber and agricultural specialist room. See, I could have that coming off of one of these, but it's just not. Again, wrong menus. Cultivation chamber, agricultural. Alright, that's the cultivation chamber, which I suppose I can have coming off of the agricultural. I'm wondering whether I can have. Hang on, where's the middle of this? Is that the middle? 1, 2, 3. So that, yeah, that's the middle there. So if I have it there, agricultural specialist room. Oh, he's already in there. And then cultivation chamber there. Ooh, you know what? It can be. Maybe if I have the cultivation chamber first and then him at the back. That might be good, you know. Be a nice design. Oh, bit of lag there. Wait. No, you see, it's making doors all over the place. That's annoying. Unless I just have this, like, plus shaped, that would be good. Maybe. I'm pressing C. I'm not standing in it. I'm standing in front of it. Be aware of what I am doing. This update is like very early. It's probably got a lot of bugs, and you know they probably forgot to put rooms in and stuff like that. I'm making excuses for a company that probably doesn't even plan to put rooms in. Whatever. You there, and then on that way. just have... It's like a nice sort of big area for agriculture, which is nice. Stop trying to walk into bits of room that don't exist. I mean, that's sort of what I'm expecting. Like a big bit of room there, not just this. I will probably replace this eventually. But this I think will end up being like cargo, or like machines, or whatever, or, you know, just like maybe just a science room. I don't know. Whatever's in here will go in here. I'll probably end up having to redesign the place again anyway. Again, wrong menu. Portable refiner, construction research unit. Do I need one of those? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I need construction research for researching construction things. Not sure how many of these I need, but I feel like I'll probably need a few anyway, just for the sake of having them. I'll plop you down just here for now. Yeah. Structures. Have I got everything? Oh, I haven't unlocked that one apparently. Have I got everything for... Right, I've got everything for a base, but have I got everything for like building in the ship? Can I unlock that? I'll probably get... insufficient salvage modules. Ah, I see. Right, so they don't have anything to do... Hang on. Right, you've got that. Buildable technology structures. Buildable technology. What's that? And then we're back on this menu. This is just for when we're on a planet. Right. Okay. Press E to harvest all plants. Did it work? Did I get stuff? What did I get? No idea. I mean... Oh, you know what? This is probably for me to plant stuff in. Oh, how do I plant stuff? It's in the menu, isn't it? Hang on. Not that menu, the other menu. This. So like, was it solar vines I had? I've got to... Ah, yes, I can put them there. That's good. I like that. So I could probably expand this out a little bit and just have like what I need growing in these sort of sections. I like that. Nice. Yeah, that's what's going in there. So that's going to be a fairly big room after a while. Which means I'm going to have corridors sort of going around it and sort of off from the sides. So that might be the direction we're going with that. Right. What else have we got? Storage room. I suppose we should probably stick some of these back down. In fact, we could probably make this a massive room in itself. Because at the moment I don't think we've got any access to the stuff that we've got, any of the storage bays that we've got on the planet. So maybe maybe that's where this goes. Maybe just off from here. I don't know. I suppose it doesn't really matter where it is. It could just be hidden away because it's not absolutely necessary to be in contact with it to access any of it. So yeah, we could probably just hide it away. Ooh, it's just deciding where I want to put it. I think going off that way, but I'm going to put a corridor in there anyway, because I like the corridors. The corridors look great. Corridor that way, and you know what? I'll stick another load on this side as well, for symmetry's sake. Where is it? Storage room 1 or 0? 0. Storage room 1. You. Oh, wrong menu. Storage room 2. Okay, we're not connecting up there. Oh, fucking all these bloody menus. Just what am I pressing? Oh, hello. He appeared from nowhere. Four and 5. Can we only go up to 4 and 5? Can we not do more? Maybe we'll just have it all on this side then. I was gonna do symmetry, but it seems we only have up to 6. Interesting. So what does that go up to 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really, that's not going to be equal, is it? That's 10. Unless I just have it all just going out this way, just 5 of them in a row like this. Fucking TARDIS console sort of situation. Yeah, it just expands, like the more you put in. 9. And is that it? You only go up to 9? Yeah. That's a different menu. Huh. Well, you know, it's different. Oh, they're getting interested. I didn't actually look in this room properly. Science terminal? What do you do? Oh, hi. Does that just summon you back? I find myself hungry for information, for details of the world beyond. My current research requires fine-grained mineral analysis. Okay. Perfect traveller. This will greatly aid my research. Please take these nanites as compensation for your work. I've gained nanites. Interesting. Alright. Thanks for the nanites. Nanite. Right. So I'll probably end up with a different room here then. What else can I build? I keep ending up in that menu. I don't want to be in that menu. Refiner room. Dihydrogen jelly. One more, I think it was. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. Have we got anything else that we can... No, I think that's it. We can make without having to go and get stuff first. We haven't done the. No, have we done the fleet? We did do the fleet command. It's the galactic trade room. We need the microprocessors for, which I don't think we can make, can we? Oh, we can. So why didn't we do this before? Why is it? Fucking stack up, will you? Yeah. Fucking menus. Can you just fucking... Fleet command, science specialist room, construction specialist room we've done, galactic trade room. So we've got that now. And I want you slap bang in the middle here, being all menacing looking. So is it just the weapons room now that I don't have? Oh, I've got them. When did I get... Oh! Of course! I didn't have access to my storage boxes, and now I do. I'm such an idiot. There we go. Again, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Is this a gun? Is he going to try and sell me this gun? There's guns rotating around my head. I like that. Hey. Rah, traveller. I've been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. Would it please you to examine it? I will examine your tool. Behold, traveller. It's alright. It's class B. I wouldn't say it's any better than the one I'm currently using. Come back when you're not giving me shit. Construction terminal. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe I need to be talking to you. Accept. Would you take the liberty of loading the image requirements into your multi-tool, traveller friend? Take care. What did I just accept? Take a photo of the Overseer. Oh, for the Overseer. Located desert world. Scan planets from space. That's not quite what I was going for. And now I can install... Oh wait, no, I don't have the sodium nitrate for that. Is there no, like, can I not do a refiner? Don't I have, like, loads of sodium? Where's my freighter? Activated copper, cargo, you got uranium, sodium... Look, there's tons of sodium nitrate! Why can't I make it when I'm literally standing on the thing that's holding it? It's tons! It's tons of it! Alright. Fuck you then, I'll nab it out of here then, shall I? Because I've got to hold it before I do it. So where was it? It was here a second ago. Wait, was that it? There it is. Yes. Alright. Right, so you're in place now. What about this? Platinum. So I must have tons of platinum as well. Platinum and tritium cluster. Now I believe tritium clusters I do not have. I've only got 2 of them. But surely I've got plenty of platinum in here. I did check early, didn't I? Well, apparently I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's me sold. I need to sort that out. Actually, do you have anything? Wait, is this the wrong way round? Because I just zipped through it then. Ooh. Oh, I could sell what I've got for a profit. That's nice. Spark canisters. Alright, let's... Can we sell? Yeah. Yeah, sell them. By all means. Oh, that was buying, so I can sell that. So, oh, I've bought it for like a really cheap price. So if I sell it somewhere else, then it'll be all good. Very nice. Do you have the things that I need? Tritium bullshit. It doesn't seem so. Okay. Whatever. Let's head downstairs and get in our ship and bugger off. And find something to shoot. Take me to space! I need asteroids! Take me to asteroids! Okay. You know what? That is really zoomed out, I mean. Oh, no wonder. The flight field of view is at 100. Fuck. Let's make it 80. That's just craziness. Right. Tritium. Can I have tritium crystals, please? Am I meant to be doing that, or should I be... Can I... Rocket launcher, photon cannon... Isn't there like a mining beam, or have I not equipped it? Is there... Hang on. Phase beam.
Technology installed.
I have not installed it, that's why. That's my mining beam. Oh, I've got a thing there for that. Nice. Anything else? No? Oh, I can build that. No, I can't. I haven't got a hermetic seal, but I think I've got some on the ship. On my freighter. Don't I? If not, can I make it? Where do you get platinum from? Extremely valuable insulator trading material, typically mined from asteroids. So yeah, I just need to wait until I get enough platinum. Oh, yeah. What am I looking for again? Oh, it's those weird little sort of pacemaker looking things. I thought I saw them here, like a whole bunch of them. Can I make them? Oh, wait, no, I can make them.
Product constructed.
Is that enough? Aha! Nice. So that's you. Anything else? I've got the shotgun. I don't want to use that. Can I dismantle that? I can dismantle it. That's good. Cyclotron ballista. What's wrong with a normal photon cannon? 2,372 DPS. 483. But has 3,000 damage potential for shielded. That isn't too far off of that. Let's get rid of rocket launchers. We don't want that. Okay, we'll probably keep that just for the option, but, you know, I may end up getting rid of it. So... phase beam. Should be my mining beam. Is that bigger than it looks? Oh, it is. Silver. Okay. Don't need silver. We've got silver. This is another one of those big ones. God damn it. I don't need gold. I'm looking for those little ones that will just give me little tritium clusters or whatever it is I'm after. No, that's just getting normal tritium. Just give me some tritium clusters. Again, this thing's like really zoomed back, isn't it? It feels like it isn't consistent, like it just wanders. I'm going to bring that down to 70 and see how that works. You know what? Fuck it, 60. I can always bring it back in. It's a little bit better. Sort of square on the window. Because when it does this, when I go fast, it pretty much puts it where I want it. I remember there used to be, like, asteroids just out the arse. You didn't have to keep travelling to each one. Maybe I'm just in a barren area. Things like that. They just, like, creep up on you. You're like, oh, shit, better shoot that one, otherwise it's not going to be a good time for me. What's that? Is that gold? Platinum! Ah, okay, so those ones had platinum in, the weird-looking ones. So I want to be aiming for those. Is this it? They look sort of chunky, like a bunch of like rabbit droppings. Oh, that one had gold in it. But do I have enough to finish building the thing? Because I just got some, didn't I? Platinum. 69. I've still got 69. I thought I just picked up some. Maybe it's in the hold. Yeah, look, there it is. But does that mean I still just have it? The fuck? Platinum? So where's my platinum? Is it in the cargo? Didn't I had platinum. Where's platinum gone? Is it in a different thing? Oh, it's there. So now surely I've got more because I just put that in there. I've still got 69. Huh. I thought I'd got more. Wait, what's that? That one looks like it's a big cluster of... Oh, no, that's just a big asteroid. Please say it's a big asteroid filled of... Oh, no, never mind, that's not what I want. It's silver, it's not what I want. More tritium. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put the platinum in the starship. There we go. I need to organise my inventory because I'm obviously getting confused between all the inventories. Silver is there. It's good that you can put things in the... item teleport enabled. Oh, enabled. Yeah, okay. It's good that you can put things in the ship while it's close. Yeah. Pulse engine module. Suspicious blaze javelin module. I'll have to have a look at these later when I'm maybe not streaming, so I don't make an arse of myself. So I do feel like this stream's going a little bit wrong. You know, I don't feel like I'm getting more annoyed than being entertaining. Not really why a lot of people... I'm lying to myself. This is exactly why people come and watch my streams, because I get pissed off. don't know why I'm kidding myself. Still there. Oh, careful. Do you have stuff in you? I remember these being a lot closer. You could just sort of flail your mouse around and just gather resources. They really have sort of brought it down a bit. Oh, that one was quite close. Oh, that's got blue stuff coming out of it. I love it when you're pissed off. Well, you know, fuck you. Fuck you, asshole. I need to get some cooldowns for my mining laser. It does feel a little bit like we've started from the beginning with a new ship. Come on, there's got to be some tritium crystals around here somewhere. Maybe I've found them and it just hasn't told me. Is it going in my exosuit? It shouldn't be going in my exosuit, should it? No. I should probably put this stuff away. Like, this feels like it's in my way.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. Okay. This stuff may hinder me later by being here. Nip nip buds, if you say so. All that antimatter, I don't want that going missing. I don't actually know what happens when you die, thinking about it. I don't know. Okay. Tritium. Tritium crystals. That's what I want. That's what I need. I know you get them from asteroids because it said. I'm just wondering whether it's being like extra rare. It shouldn't be. Because I need it. I believe we have got some people coming down. Is that another big one? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. Lumpy. You giving me what I want? Platinum. Fuck you. Well, it's sort of what I want. Maybe a few more of those. If we can. Why do the stars look like that? That's not right. It's like a set of fairy lights in the sky. I'll go to the space station and see if I can trade for them. It shouldn't be too hard to get tritium, of all things. Zip, zip, zippity bop. There I go. Tritium crystals, please. And thank you. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Just go straight through me. I just want to have a land quicker. I want to have a look at that guy's ship because it's huge. It's so wide. Look at it. Come here. Is it class S? I want to see. Ooh, look how big his ship is. Ooh, he's got a lot of stuff there. What's his price? Far too much. Damn. Okay, never mind. Do you have tritium? That would be a nice change to the usual how it's going. So far, nothing. Can I sell anything to you? No, I don't have anything that you're interested in. Microprocessors I can make. Okay, this is all pointless. Okay, we'll just check up here. See if any of these guys have got what I need. What about this guy? The Matrix. Ooh, you've got spark canisters as well. Maybe I have to sell them later on. Platinum. I suppose I've got the money to buy a bit. If I buy all of your platinum, I won't have a problem anymore. Good. Yes, you can now be installed. Thank you. Jesus. That shouldn't have been so hard. How about you? You just want one more tritium hypercluster. And I definitely can't make it, can I? No? It doesn't seem so. Yeah, that's just everything. Alright. Ooh, hello, who are you? Warrior Ongjig. Okay. My weapon for something brings death to everybody. Why have you got a weird thing there? What's that about? Request dialect help, that'd be nice. Aggression symbol, maybe? Yay! I learned the Viking word for something that I didn't read just then.
Brilliant.
Yay!
Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole learning words thing.
Offer him a... Yay! He gave me...
I like how the thumbs
Viking
up
stuff.
is a universal gesture in this world.
It is.
18 quintillion planets and they all know, hey, hey, yeah!
Is he selling a ship? What was that? Oh, he's also selling a blob. Hey.
It's a mushroom. What, Gov?
No, it's just practicing language skills. Alright. Oh, he hates me. Toilgek!
Snorts with amusement.
Yeah. Well, I learnt nothing. Can I not go in there? Are you? I remember being able to go in there.
Is that Stargate?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I can. I just need to get closer to it. Yeah, these are usually like locked off until you can like create an item that allows you access. It seems, however, this room has nothing in it, which is odd because they usually have something in here. Maybe not on this space station.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. I really need my way.
Okie dokie.
Have fun, pals.
I'll try. I'll fail, but I'll try. Now this is new. This wasn't here before. I want to know what this is about. Like, what the fuck? Station core? Life support system stable. Commercial monitoring online. Flight path management 84% efficiency. Atlas Aeron surveillance uplink functional. Input override. I've got one. I do not have one station override. I do not have one forged password. Can I take over a station? That's interesting. I'd like to do that. Hey. Do you have hypercrystals? Tritium hyperclusters or whatever it was. God fucking damn it, why don't you have anything that I need? Okay, fine, we're just gonna go out and get some more. We'll just have to do it manually. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting used to the game again. I'm so out of my. Oh, we parked quite close, didn't we? We should probably back off a bit. Yeah, we're still relearning the game. It's not that hard to get this stuff, I imagine. Can you just go in a straight line for like 2 seconds? I feel like that should be easier to do. Like, I don't have to get so close to them. Is there not? Do I not have like a range extender or something to? Although I come to think of it, I did. This is more like it. I did basically. There's a tritium hypercluster instantly. So okay, so it was just me being a little bit out of the way. Give me. I want that in my exosuit so I can put it on my ship. Hey, what am I trying to install? That. There we go. You're done now. I've just got to unlock all these sections now. Now, how do I do that? I forgot how you do it. You need to get like modules or something, or upgrade thingamajigs. I do not remember, but I am going to go a bit crazy here and just get a shit ton of stuff, because we were looking for stuff and it was hiding here all along. Tritium, yes. Oh, that's a big one. Still got boomed. See, look at all this now. Another tritium hypercluster, just in case we need one. This is more like it. Look how close together they are. Thousands and thousands. I'm certain it was. I was able to shoot these from further away last time. You know what we should have done? Rather than dismantling my old ship, we probably should have, I don't know, waited. Oh, hi. See you later. Oh. Suddenly it's a fight. I see how it is. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, still going round. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Starting a fight out of nowhere. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's got shields back up. For fuck's sake. Come here. Oh. Die. Nice! Standing with the Gek decreased. Damn. Sorry, but, you know, you attacked me. Oh, wait, no, is that... Am I under attack still? I am. It's the police! Help! I was using the wrong bloody thing as well. Oh, wait, so that way. Where's he gone? Oh, that's pretty powerful. Except for... not shields. It takes down shields well, but it doesn't do much damage to it. Yeah, see... Oh, hang on, it is actually taking him out. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Like, right on my arse. Come on. No, let's stick to these, because they seem to be working. God fucking hell. Where are you? Where are you? Down there. beam, photon cannons is what I've got. Do some damage, do some damage, do some damage! Disabled. Fuck. Just take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out. Die, 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 die. Nice. Salvage glass. You know what? You're fucking me up a bit. I want to get back on my ship. I don't want more police showing up to fuck my ship up. Where is it? I want to get away. Fucking hell. Really? Why is this necessary? The Gek attacked me! Okay? Just because I destroyed it doesn't mean that I'm the criminal here. Oh. Just take it through the fucking... If I get to the planet, surely I'll be able to land it and they won't bother me anymore. Hold S to lock on and chase your target. S, that's reverse. Pulse drive back online. Nice. Get to the planet. Oh, actually, that means they're out of range. Interesting. Just get back to the ship. Go back to the ship, and then we can sort out what's going on in a bit. There we are. Get parked. And instantly repaired. Lovely. Okay. So, why am I taking the stairs? Captain on the bridge. Captain no longer on the bridge. Right. So yeah, this, when I activated this, it flipped all the way round to the other side. Does that mean it was backwards? See, it does that. That doesn't feel right. So should I get rid of this and put it back in the right way round? Might be what I have to do. Can't delete, player is inside. I am not inside it. There we go. Oh, he got vaporized. That's fine. There. So that should be the right way round now. Right? There we go. That's better. That's me just being OCD about it. Alright. Priest entity Mazur. Hello, Mazur. Forgot I had coffee. Who are you? I don't remember you. You're waving at me as well. There's a lot of people here that I don't remember hiring. Interesting. Yes. Okay. So, how do we unlock these? I do not remember at all how we do that. Put these on the freighter just to get them out of the way. Am I going to have to Google? Because I really do not remember how you do that. Oh, hang on. It's just occurred to me. I haven't saved, have I? So, all this stuff that I'm doing, going, oh, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? My ship's now suddenly crap because I've dismantled everything. I could undo it, couldn't I? Marlin May, interlopers, all interlopers. You're an interloper. You're interloping on my stream. Hello. How you doing, Marlin May? Hope you're enjoying the. I'm assuming you're here for the drops, because so am I. So I could literally just undo it if I just stopped and did all this again. Just keep my old ship and then sort it all out later. Like, I'll build the ship up. I'm so stupid. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I'll do that. So really all I've been doing right now is wasting time. For 2 hours I've been wasting time. Okay, I will not click on that. Let's go back. Quit to mode select. Your game was saved 3 minutes ago. Oh, so maybe not. In that case, no, I will not. This is how it is now. This is just how it is. Fine. Sitting in an airport. Wish it was exciting as the anomaly. Well, it ain't. Unfortunately. Just airports are not a fun place to be. They are crowded. They are warm. Sometimes depends on where you are. They are expensive. They're not great places to be. If you can help it, don't go to them. But unfortunately, that's your life now. Get comfortable, because you'll be there forever. Okie dokie. So, how do I unlock these things? Is there a way? Is there a way at all? Put these in the storage containers. Platinum, storage container. You, storage container. Antimatter, storage container. You. Ooh. Okay, right. I am going to do a bit of a Google and find out how you unlock more of these, because I have completely forgotten. Just bear with me. No Man's Sky unlock ship slots. The best way to unlock more ship inventory in No Man's Sky is by purchasing and dismantling cheaper, high-class ships. The shuttle and explorer classes of ships tend to be the more affordable high-rank ships, with their A-rank ships sometimes costing just over 1.2 million units. So I've got to go and dismantle other ships. Oh wait, no, can't I? Hang on. Can't I go onto the station and it does that? I can buy extra slots. Inventory space is at a real premium in No Man's Sky, even if you aren't tormented by the same hoarding demons, blah 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 blah. The maximum number of inventory slots, yeah, I know what they are. I need to know how you do it. It's just so fucking... Oh, an inventory is this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I want to know what I'm trying to find out. Not giving me the whole freaking history of games, just to give me the information that I need. Usually the people who are finding this don't have idiot brains, essentially. How to increase Starship inventory. From our experience in the next update, so far there's still no way of actually add to your current ship's inventory. How old is this article? It doesn't even say. That's how old it is. It was before time. Ship guide, max slots, class and tech. Oh, this is a YouTube video. I don't want a YouTube video. I just want to know. Just give me the information. Does anyone know? You're helping as is classifying people walking by as Gek, Viking, Travellers or Korvax. Am I? I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Yeah, can't I just buy them? Yeah, alright, hang on. If I take my ship and I shove it right up my arse, maybe I'll be able to unlock more slots. Pow, there we go. Let's head to the station and we'll see if we can just unlock them. So I think that's how you do it. If you've got the money for it, you can do it. See, I'm right on this space station's doorstep. I am uncomfortably close. I'm getting, like, letters of complaint from them. Okay. Let's see. This is the wrong side. I want to be over there, don't I? That's got the spaceship thingamajig. There we are. This is this thing. Right. Purchase improvements. Starship upgrade. Upgrade starship. Inventory storage. Apply augmentation. Purchase storage. Upgrade class. I didn't know you could upgrade a class. I've got to collect a lot of nanites for that though. Apply augmentation. No, let's grade out. God damn. So I suppose that's what that's all about, isn't it? You've got to dismantle other ships and get the augments and just apply them rather than buying them. I mean, you can buy them if you want. Do I have a full exosuit? I do have a full exosuit. Don't try and do that. Multi-tool, full multi-tool. Freighter. I suppose we could probably get a better freighter at some point. I hope so. That would be good. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we are heading out on an adventure. Can I move these things about? I can. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move pulse engines. Ooh. No, I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that either. Was it Q? I'm going to pop it there. And I'll stack these up next to it. Ah, why am I pressing the same button again? There we go. Phase beam. Boom. Line those up. Linear optics. We want the photon cannon, don't we? Just line up. Line them up. There we go. This is starting to make more sense now. Oh, there's 3 of those, so we probably want to sort of stack these up here too. There we go. So, hang on. What does that do? Automatic recharging enabled. Does it not automatically recharge the launch thrusters? That seems good. I suppose it takes it out of my inventory, isn't it? Because it's like, what was it? Starship, launch fuel, or uranium. So if I've got uranium on me, It should just take it, shouldn't it? I think. 20% less launch cost. That's pretty good. Indium drive upgrades the hyperdrive's computational matrix. Blue stellar bodies. Hyperdrive that allows an instantaneous warp drive. Warp even while conventional systems are blocked by Starship combat. Okay, that I'm going to put there, because that seems pretty important to know straight away. Like, if I'm going to read this and I'm going to go, what the fuck have I got? That is like, I can hyperdrive even when I'm in a fight. Okay, that's a good thing to know. That takes me to blue things, that takes me to red things, that takes me to green things. Okay. All good. Cyclotron Ballista, while good for shields, not good for killing things. And for now, I'm sticking the shields down here. So they're all in a line. Cyclotron Ballista, you can go there until I find some upgrades for you. In fact, do I have anything for that? I haven't actually checked. Cyclotron Ballista. Oh, Dyson Pump. That might help. I don't have any amino chambers, though. Can I make them? I'm starting to understand now. It was all over the place there, and then I ordered it, and I'm like, yes, now I'm intelligent. I know all the things that I need to know. Yes. Ha 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 ha. And then I became French for some reason. It always happens to me. I always become French. Walker Brains. Where the fuck do I get a Walker Brain? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Shifting nanite clusters sewn together with a pugnium filament. This circuit is painfully hot to the touch. A sinister purple light leaks from deep within its wiring, changing in intensity as it watches its holder. But where do I get it from? Can I make it? I do not know these things. I will not put the first one in because that would fuck me up if I'd end up with one less slot. So I need how many amino chambers? 3. Can I make them? I can make them. Perfect. I didn't want you in there to begin with. Go away. There we go. Hooray! Nice. So now we've got an alternate weapon. I'm learning! I'm learning all the things that I need to know. It is science time. So... find Walker... I've got to find a Walker Brain. I can't craft them. The hell was that? Why is that glowing? Why is that glowing? Are you trying to teach me how to do the thing? I don't need you to teach me. I already know. I've played this game before. I'm behind on the knowledge of the game. I can't make a Walker Brain as far as I can see. Yeah, that's all I've got. I can't do anything else. I assume it's one of those things you've got to go and find. You have to literally kill something for it. Okay. Can you stop trying to teach me? I don't need to know this. Can I get that off? I'm not trying to learn how to make a conflict scanner. Wait, am I... Is it the milestones? I need to... Wait. Catalogue of raw materials. There's one missing there. What is that? These are all the things I found, because I played this for quite a long time. But then I stopped playing, and I've forgotten everything. So... Is there... a walker brain in here? Is there anything that even looks like a walker brain in the crafting recipes? They do not look like walker brains. There is definitely nothing in it, so I definitely can't craft it. These are the equipments that I know. I believe. I don't know. Constructed technology. So hang on. I know how to build these things, but they're like. Are these like only base specific? Can I not have? Okay. Oh, yes, I am missing things like ladders. I see. So right. See, I was having a bit of a hissy fit earlier, going, "Oh, I don't know how to fucking do it." It's just because I haven't learnt them, which is odd, because you'd think with this new update you'd be able to know these things. Pretty much know how to build everything to begin with anyway, so why would you do anything different? Well, why would you hold it away from us? So how do I find these parts? Do I have to unlock? Oh, you know what? There's. Oh, what's it called? At the anomaly. Is it the anomaly? The big sphere that shows up. Isn't there like a place there that you can unlock these things? They are new things, so maybe they are unlockable. I'll check. Where did we put it? There it is, right next door. Hyperdrive. Can we hyperdrive? I think we're too close. Yeah, we're far too close. Oh my god, you're in an asteroid belt. Oh, come on. Behave yourself. I have to apologise for my idiocy, okay? Because I am not smart. Sometimes I've had to go at people for not remembering games that they've played before in the past, and now I'm doing it myself. I am such a hypocrite. It's like, oh, you don't know how to do that. You've played it before, though. Yeah, well, I've played this before, and I've completely forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. Nurturing new companions. An egg is ready to hatch. Yeah, I think I'll do that later. So, okay, yeah, that lag is real. Yeah, there's this section here, isn't there? So does that mean there's new parts? That's space station stuff. Ooh, actually, is there like new stuff I can learn? Hey. Every starship is special. An invitation to explore the stars. Let me tend to yours. Research starship upgrades. So I've learned all the starship upgrades. Oh, hang on. That one's... I still need to learn that one. And this. What is that? A cargo scan deflector. I will learn these things because they seem important. It would be nice if you didn't take me out of the menu after that. Is that all I need? That's the last thing I need. I could probably make that. Well, I turned into you apologising for your idiocy. I am an idiot. I've been... for the last 2.5 hours, I've been going, I don't know how to do anything. Why is everything a menu? Every button just seems to go to a menu. I don't understand how any of this works. What is going on? Where are all the bits? I've put a piece of corridor in the sky, and I don't know how to get rid of it or put a ladder to it. It turns out I just didn't know how to build the ladder, so I need to find a way of finding out where the ladder piece, because I've got, there's the, hang on, where is it, there's, look, here we go, construction parts. I know all these because they're all here, but I don't know these, and I don't know where you find them. But it just seems... It feels like you should already know these things. Like, how did I find these out? I don't remember. Construct and place. Craft potted plant. How do I need... Wait, do I need to do, like... these things? Eyes across the galaxy? Or whatever? The settler's life on the harsh frontier? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Are there specific things? Infrastructure ladder? Yeah, well, that's for the base on the ground. I want to know how you do that in the spaceship. So there's a few things here I still haven't unlocked. Unless this is all new. What's that? Is that a hologram? Maybe... hang on. There's one of these is for base building, isn't it? Is it this one? Okay. Okay. Oh, hang on. What's that? Orbital exocraft materializer. Rapid deployment freighter module. So, see, there. It seems that there are stuff here that I have not done. One salvage data. Alternative landing pad. So, is it here I need to learn the things? It seems so. Decorative modules. I think this is where I need to be. Salvage data. Illumination. Industrial modules. Some things. Right. Yes. I see. Storage units. I unlocked all of those. Have I gone round in a circle now? So where's the... So very specifically, I'm just so that I know that it's definitely here, I'm looking for the ladders. The ladders to go up. Small box. These are just boxes. That's a timber shelving unit. I don't see anything that looks like a ladder. Hang on. Looks like a ladder. Flags. These are decorative modules. Ornate stools. That's a step ladder. That's not what I want. Wooden pallets. Sure. Again, decorative. Illumination. No. So we're still missing something. How do I get the rest of the base bits? Is it around here somewhere? Why are you looking so tired? All you do is stand around. You've not been doing anything. What do you do? You are... guns? Ah, yes, guns. What's this? Synthesis laboratory. Okay. Oh, hello. Well, it seems I know how to make everything in the world. This is fine. Warp hyper core. Nice. What about you? What have you got? Is that... oh, that's car stuff. Have you got anything new? Research exocraft upgrades. Most of which I apparently already know. Except for that one. Minotaur AI pilot. I have the nanites for it, why not? Yay! I know how to do that now. I really wish it wouldn't take me out of the menu every time. Is there anything else? Is it just this that you do? Okay, that's fine. If I ever need to do anything, I now have everything. Oh, the lag is real. Okay. I've already learned everything from you, haven't I? Just checking. Just making sure. I haven't got any other secret menus hiding around. No, I've learned everything. Good. Good. Base construction we need to work on. I have... have I got everything from you? Did I speak to you before? I have everything. Okay, that's okay. That's fine because I don't. It's not my exosuit that I'm having to upgrade because I've already got all the upgrades that I want. There's also some snazzy things here that I found. These black market modifications are actually pretty powerful. They don't seem to have any downsides. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Just wondering where else I can find stuff. Egg sequencer? I do not want to be dealing with eggs right now. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Offer me your work and I shall offer you my opinions. I promise I shall be honest. I do not promise you will be pleased. I will go away then. Bye-bye. You! Traveller hopes to make progress. Traveller tests themselves. I will help an exchange. Progress for progress. Or wealth perhaps. Experience or materials. Both valid today. Vortex cubes. Purchase upgrades. Basic selection. Seek space station for grand selection. Ooh, you've got things. But then I've got things, so... You know, what have you got to... What have you got to... I should probably go through all my stuff. I've got, like, cargo bays filled with shit. Where is it? Cargo, storage containers, You... Yeah, look. Mining beam module. I don't need to do anything with my multi-tool, do I? No, what's this? No, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at starship things, because I fucked my starship, didn't I? If I've got some starship stuff, that would be amazing. Nope. Nope. Exocraft boost module. That's for the Exocraft cyclotron module. Shield module. Most of this seems to be... Ooh, photon cannon module. Is that any better than the one that I've got? It's a C, isn't it? Hang on. What's... Phase beam for a delimiter. Oh, photon cannon. That's the photon cannon. This is the phase beam. Right. So what did I have? What was this? C. But I already had a C, didn't I? Yeah. Heat dispersion. The module is flexible and the exact upgrade statistics are unknown until installation is complete. Potential improvement includes damage, fire rate, and overheat times. That's a risk, isn't it? Pulse engine... Is that for the ship? Significant upgrade for... Oh yeah, Starship Pulse Engine. Did I fuck that as well? Where's my Pulse Engine? That's it. I've got an A, an S... I might as well whack a C on there as well. Was it E to move these things out of the way? Ooh. Where is it? Pulse engine. Yeah, there we go. Whack that on there. Every little... 2%? Come on. Maybe they've got some better... Do you have better things? Hey! Hey! I was here! Have you got anything better? First of all, yes, I'll give you my stuff so I can get some nanites, but I'm also probably going to buy stuff with the nanites you just gave me. So we've got C... B... See again. Have you got anything better? What's that? Minus what engine? Significant. Neutron cannon? Bloody hell. Right. Submarine drive. We've got submarines now? Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like you've got anything of any use, so I'm going to head away from you because you are a scary looking man. Or lady. I don't know what you are. I'm not. You may even be genderless. You're an alien. So what have I been holding out on here? Hyperdrive module. C. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't really know what I can really do with the hyperdrive modules. I mean, would a C be welcome? I don't know. Don't know why I asked. I obviously knew the question was going nowhere. Yeah. Do I have any more blue ones, or is this it? Seems so. I suppose I might as well install it then, since I've got it. There's Javelin module. Huh. Yeah, might as well. Okay, let's whack that on the hyperdrive and see what it does. What does it do? Hyperdrive range an extra 97 light years. That's not bad. Extra distance. And what was the other thing? There was another thing here that I could put on. Wait. What have I got set up here? I've got phase beam, photon cannon, and cyclotron ballista. That's all I've got, isn't it? I don't think I've got anything for those. Photon cannon module, which I think I just put on, didn't? No, I've already got a C, so yeah. Really, what I want to be doing is finding better modules and plopping them on next to each other. That would be my upgrades. Impulse engine, significant pulse engine upgrade. I suppose we could probably do one of those. Just better, just slightly better engines. What's that done? It's all right. Yeah, the upgrades definitely are better the higher up they go. All right. I'm just going to have a quick poo, so enjoy the break with all those adverts and all that lovely stuff. I'll be back for more of this, and yeah, don't go anywhere, because you'll still be gathering stuff for the game. Fucking love adverts. Yeah, fucking take those things. Turn the ship upside down, then you won't need ladders. Well, the problem is I can't get... It's there, but it's separate, completely separate. Nobody can get in or out. It's not a case of, like, not being able to get to it because it's too high. You can't get to it. It's just sealed. That's what I mean. I need to learn how to fucking make ladders. Then the hole will come with it. It's got a hole. Buy one ladder, get one hole free. Anyway, I'm going for a poo. But yeah. There are drops for this game that are happening right now. Drops are enabled, as you've seen at the bottom of the screen, flashing. So if you have the game, link your Twitch account to it. I probably should have had like a link come up so that you could do that. Oh, it should all be like, it should come up in the chat, like above where you chat. It says like you're eligible for blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway. I'm going for a poo. I'll be back in a bit. See you in a bit. I hate it. Some sort of eyebrow thing going on here. Ruined it.
Instantly ruined it. It was going alright until I did that, and then I ruined it by putting eyebrows on.
So many meeples just committed suicide. It's ridiculous. Can you please just do anything? Where are you going? What's burning? What's burning? Are there any... No, not the creepers! God damn it! Ah! Fuck! Where's my chest? I need a chest to stick everything in. Ah! Iron chests, because they have bigger inventory. God damn you. Wait, I need more. Where does it say here?
See them dots? Them dots.
Wait a minute.
Flat the younger pooped one
there we
time. Rue row.
Fucking hell, it's going on forever. Stop. It sounded like it was going to stop for a second there. It just went
God.
again.
We've got less than 2 minutes of prep time left.
Ah! So this isn't a battle, this is a cutscene. Interesting. What the hell am I... It turned into a fucking horse! It's turned into a horse! It's a... What the fuck? I didn't know it was going to turn into a horse. Ah! No! You cunt! You cunt! You absolute dickbag! Oh my god! Oh, now I'm blind. Oh god, you guys are the worst. Yes, Alexa? What?
I didn't catch that.
Ask Alexa what the notification is. No, because it's probably just some, you know, it's something I bought earlier. Oh. Alexa, what are my notifications?
One new notification. From Amazon Shopping. Last month, you bought How to Make a Dress, Adventures in the Art of Style, on Amazon. How many stars would you rate it, from 1 to 5?
I bought that for my mum, off my Amazon.
Star rating can only be a whole number from 1 to 5.
Shut up!
How many stars would you rate it?
I don't know, 5?
Thanks. Your rating will help other customers make better choices.
How to make a dress. Crash. Come here, chicken. I feel like chicken tonight. Come on! Come on, I want chicken! Spatchcock. How is it not dying? Run over with wheel? Come here. Ah, there we go. More like splatchcock. Or just cock. Cock. Gotta love that cock. Yum. I don't need you getting... I'm trying to do an art stream looking very slightly like Bob Ross, and you're sitting there talking about farts.
Welcome to Big Fart. Would you like me to fart?
That was so uncalled for! What are you doing? Shut up!
Oh god, this is such a big bed. I just realised. Does this even want to fit? Oh no! Okay then! Okay! That was an expensive explosion! Oh God! Oh dear. Okay, right. Word of advice to myself: don't do that again. Nice. I like it. Yes. Glider. Glider. Can I make whatever? What is that? Dark steel nugget. And I can. Oh come on! I'm nearly there. Analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestions. User should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equipment utilize I can't fucking say it. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. How hard was that? Analysis. La 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 la. I don't think so. That's just a picture of his dick. You see somebody in chat has just said something. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, hello, Scarlet. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, Scarlet. Come on, run, bitch, run. Come on, dance. You call that running? Work those chicken legs and all the other cliches.
This week you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Just remember, respect, responsibility, and integrity.
Respect, responsibility, and integrity.
5 trespassers have snuck down to the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers.
Kill them!
The trolley is currently heading for a co-worker.
Kill them!
Do you let your co-worker
Kill the trespassers! Kill the trespassers, quicker! Come on! What are you? You're a path. You're a path somewhere. Don't fucking get it. How do I get through there? This is... I perceive a problem can change every time we see it. Okay, we're back. No, we're not. Where's the game? Where's the game gone? There we are. Right, yes. So... I think... Right, I think what we need to do is find out where we get the ship parts from. Because that is what's hindering me right now. What is this? Hello? Ooh. It's pretty. But not what we're looking for. Hi. Can you tell me where the ship parts are, please? You seem to be part glowing tree. Are you Groot? Ah, young one. You who still roam the boundaries of this universe. How I envy you. My time out in reality has long passed, but I do so miss it. Perhaps you might help an old soul and share the things you've seen. I miss the feeling of dirty hands and hard work, grafting among the rocks and soil. Here, have a look. Have a look at all the dirt I've got. Do you have anything of any use just while we're here as well? Yep, I get it. Ah, yes, I have acquired an emergency broadcast receiver from a distant iteration. It is yours if you wish to see the fate of those past. What did you just give me? Did you just... Ooh, what's that? I've got a thing. Emergency broadcast receiver, a single-use receiver that scans for distress signals on freighter frequencies. Derelict or abandoned freighters often contain high-value salvage. I think that's exactly what we need. We need to go and look at these things to try and find stuff. Shall we go and do that? Emergency activated. Tuning. I'm tuning. Hey, can we have more of those? Let's ask about their past. It is not worth dwelling on, young one. What has come before and what may come ahead. Stop being philosophical. Okay, well that's all we're going to be getting out of him for a while. Okay, I need to do another Google. How to unlock freighter building parts. Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. Freighter base building. After obtaining a new freighter, any existing freighter bases are automatically transferred and reassembled aboard the new freighter. Yeah, but how do I get the things? List of freighter base built. Oh, numerous structures can be built aboard freighter, including many decorations. Some decoration blueprints can be salvaged from the wrecks of derelict freighters found abandoned in space. Oh, happy birthday indeed. Okay. So it looks like we've got to go and harass some, I don't know, freighters, it seems. Okay.
Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
I can.
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can.
Can. I've seen it.
See you, Cameron.
Yeah, see it, Cameron. Can I charge you? What are you? Terrain manipulator? Well, it's probably best to keep that charged. Yeah. What about this? Plasma launcher? Ooh, I've only got one unstable plasma. I'll probably wait till that's gone down. Okay. Right, we know what we're doing. Looking for freighters. I think. Soup is initializing a mission at the Nexus. Hey, who are you? Try to tell Nada about the Atlas. You have something to tell me, traveller? Blah 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 blah. No, apparently not. Okay. Oh god, which one's my ship? Is it? Oh, it's the orange one, isn't it? God, that's huge. Are you compensating for something with your big things there? I just had. What is my Morganon's Infinite Protector? Oh, we're going to change that immediately. Morgan Freeman's Infinite Protector. Oh, Jesus. No, that's not right. Morgan Freeman's Infinite Protector. Just so you know, right now I'm holding down the right button to try and get that across. How can you fuck up typing? It's one of the basic things that a computer does. How did you fuck it up? Morgan Freeman's Infinite Protector. That's the perfect name. But now this is bothering me. I didn't do that. Oh, fuck's sake. Just go to the thing that I was clicking on originally. Asshole. There. And that can just dangle off the edge like that. Right. Time to leave. Apparently I've got a lot of things I need to find on freighters. Okay, emergency broadcast receiver activated. Activate the pulse drive to begin tuning. Pulse drive? Is that my pulse drive? Yes, that's my pulse drive. Pulse drive! Tuning! Tune! Tune the pulse drive! Deep space object detected. Emergency broadcast detected. Shut down to intercept the sender. Hey! Where are we? There it is! Lost in space. Land on the derelict freighter. Ooh. Now, I recall doing this before, and I just have to say, I am glad I still have this. Because it may be a little bit messy in a bit. For those exact reasons. How is that? Oxygen. Ooh, I just gathered some oxygen. Very nice. What's my exosuit filled with at the moment? Nothing. Which is good, because then we can... Broadcast receiver? Is this the same one that I had before? Okay, did that oxygen just go directly to... Oh no, that's how much oxygen I have in total. It said... I've got 18 there, but I've got loads. So is these more oxygens? Ooh, oxygen capsules. I'm getting free oxygen. I could get that on any planet, but for some reason I'm really happy at getting it here. Hi. Open the door. It's going to be filled with corpses. Hi, everybody. I don't know what that is. Can I open these? Ooh, repair kits. And ferrite dust. Very nice. Total lockdown. Access denied. External access doors have been automatically sealed. Override seal. Collect emergency supplies. The SS Ankoku 10 status. Severe incident. Total lockdown. Access denied. External access doors have been automatically sealed. Override the seal. I suppose. Airlock breach. I think I've got to turn these on, otherwise I freeze to death. I'm going to hide behind this thing that is floating. I am noticeably slower. Are you printing out a receipt? Are you printing out a receipt? It sounds like receipts are being printed. Ugh. For some reason my mouse sensitivity was way up just for a second there. Unstable canister. For shooting? Depressurized capsule. That sounds like a bad idea. Living slime. Hey. Partial crew equipment record follows. Name: Assistant Abe. Specialism: Engineering. Personal locker contains venom sample, waveform editor, glass vials, and various personal journals. Last accessed 6 days ago. Detailed scan reveals a sooty residue coats locker interior. Residue partially organic. Okay. Rare item found. Quartermaster Codjol's security ID. Ooh, that sounds handy. More living slime, thanks. Now, I believe living slime can actually be turned into useful things. The nanites, for example, which is a currency, so getting the living slime is pretty good. I think if you refine it, you basically get free money. So it is... oh, there was just money in that case. Nice. So I wonder if I can just shoot these things rather than just doing that. Spin! Nice. Expedition event log follows. Date stamp 1824.8. Learned of investment opportunity while refueling in the Uyamaga Inux system. Local weapons factory had developed advanced plasma manipulation, that's the word, techniques. Purchased large share of the business. Date stamp 1836.7. Arrived in Amihammock 17. Amihammock 17 system. Okay. Encountered Korvax trader starting up a simulated reality project. Investment unsuccessful. Losses dramatic. Date stamp 1875.9. Trade AI deployed to terminal in Kolshov system. AI malfunctioned, alerted station security, automated weapons systems, open fired on fleet, severe hull damage, fled. Interesting to know. Do I get anything from that? No? Just some nanites. Thanks for that. Now that's interesting because I didn't get any slime for that, so I do have to depressurize them. Storm crystal. Nice. There's a chair there. There's no stuff. Cash? Cash prizes? No, just nanites. Wonder how I'm picking up these nanites. Oh, that's a glove. At least I hope it's just a glove. It's just a glove. In fact, it's completely sealed. It's got a cap. It's very odd. Ew. Slimes. Yep. I know. I'm aware I am cold. Unstable canister. Not getting anything from that. And now I'm not freezing to death. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, just whenever there's a blob in a tube, I've got to hoik it out and. Ugh. What the hell is that? Oh, they're the space jellyfish. Yeah, they're not nice. Okay. I'm aware. Please. Good. Easily dealt with. Yeah, definitely didn't get anything from that. Storm crystal. I've got to depressurize these, don't shoot them. But I'm very trigger happy. I just want to murder everybody. Oh, how I love to kill. Are there any, like, heaters anywhere? I would really like to be able to be warm right now. Otherwise I may die. God forbid me dying right now. My thermal protection is not great. I have just realised I'm shooting them with the mining beam. I should probably be using the hang on, G? Is it G? How do I...
Thermal protection falling.
Wait, do I have... Plasma launcher? Combat scope? I probably want to have the plasma launcher ready. Is G... No, it's not G. It says it's G, but it's not. So the pulse bit splitter must just be the gun I've got? I thought I would have had, like, something a little bit more...
Extreme cold damage detected.
Yep. That's because I am fucking cold. Where's the heater? There are heaters around here somewhere. There's one. I am dying of frost.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's already open. That's already open up, yeah. It's a scary spaceship! Don't like it. I'm scared. Records terminal. Records terminal accessed. Searching. Engine destruct codes. Encrypted. Ship AI log encrypted. Crew manifest accessible. Access the crew manifest. Crew status as of last ship-wide bioscan 5 days ago. Commanding officer, Captain Tiesiak. Duty officers, watch officer, Regrenti. Junior engineer, Joiti. Quartermaster, Cajole. Crew professional, status report. Hang on, crew status report, crew professional, times 35. Crew conscripted, 92. Supernumeraries, Toilgek native all quarantined, sub-broker Iv Pleef, research specialist, trader Al-Yaki, captured en route. Update bioscan, what's going on? Scanning ship for biological traces. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. No detected biological traces. Match crew records. Retrieving last known crew positions. Captain Taysake. Redacted area. Watch officer. Okay, we don't need to know all this. Come on. Crew manifest. I suppose we're going to need that, aren't we? Can I activate this? I suppose... Wait, is that starting, or...? Probably needs power. Maybe there's no power to it. It seems to be moving, though. I just need all the things. Starship Shield module. Interesting. Monitoring and maintenance logs accessed. Event record follows. Date stamp 2006.4. Wiring short in observatory. Outcome false alarm. Date stamp 2000. The date is weird. Crew distress. Fuel shortage. Outcome sensor presumed faulty. Muted. Uncontainable test subject outbreak in coolant tanks. Security dispatched. Shit. That was a noise I just heard. What am I hearing? Let me just get back in the heat for a short period of time.
Levels stabilizing.
Yum yum. Tasty jam. Jam jam jam. Yum yum yum. Okay.
Protection falling.
Open the door! It's another squid. Did I kill it, or did it go into the floor? It looked like it went in the floor. How dare you? How dare you be non-corporeal? That's already dead. Can't go up. Can only go back. Maybe there's another door somewhere.
Thermal
Ooh. Have I opened that? I have opened that. I'm going around in circles. There's a lot of particles in the air. I wonder what that is. I hope it isn't skin. Skin would not be nice. Dead things. So did you die? No, I did not die. Not yet. Who knows what will happen in the next few minutes. Personal data recording. Access for partner Geckard. Geckard? Fluid management. Blah, 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 blah. Ship's computer. They've gone mad. It's all going wrong. Trapped in here now. At least there's enough. And then the recording ends. Well, that doesn't sound horrible at all. Warm me up, please. It's cold in here. Okay. Get off. Some stuff. More things. Rare item found. Pulsating leaves. Sample has sprouted several additional samples. Samples seedlings that have rapidly germinated begun growing since their host was once again exposed to light and air. What's moving around?
Levels stabilizing.
I don't know what's moving. Ooh, a Viking effigy. That's nice. Scatterplaster module, thanks. Yay. Another place filled with things. This isn't actually a thing. Captain's eyes only. Pre-flight crew appraisal. Name: Helpgeck-tail. Specialism: supply logistics. Creativity: 24%. Reliability: 22%. Persuadability: 39%. Company approval rating: 76%. Predicted remaining lifespan: 41.6 years. 0.9.6, whatever. Addendum. Captain's personal notes. Borrows heavily from messmates. Danger brewing. I don't like the little sneaky noises that keep happening all over the place. It is creepy. This is a creepy place. There are creepy things in the creepy place. Look at the creepy things that I keep bursting. Ooh, is that oxygen? Sodium. Salty. Oh, hi outside. That's nice. Oh, wouldn't it be great to not be on this ship? Yes, that'd be lovely. That nebula looks like it needs exploring. Let's go do that right now. I wish we could though. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Ew. Ooh. Ooh, no, 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 no. Ooh. Space madness, that's what it is. Okay, is there anything in there? Unstable canister, don't accidentally shoot it. Okay, heating unit. Open the door. Here comes the spiders. No, no spiders, that's good. Floaty things, yes. Spiders, no. It burst. Personal data recording. Accessed for attendant Selmats. Engineering. Date stamp. Blah de blah. Auto transcribing audio. They quarantined another wing yesterday. It can't be happening to everyone. Can't get out. We can't get... The recording ends.
Ground protection falling.
Splat the goo. Nice textures. Going all glitchy in that. Starship shield module, very nice. More goo. Yum yum. Taste that goo.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
No. There we go. Money? Yeah! What about you? What are you? Log snippet? Partial cargo manifest follows. Music. We have music. Portable reactor, 372 of them. Cloned Diplo eggs, 9. Spark canisters, 945. Simulated consciousness chips, 74. Unaccounted for. Where did they go? Who would need 74 consciousness chips? Yay, I got ship. Good, I'm glad you did.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay. Okay. This doesn't look like a staging area at all.
Ground protection falling.
What's that noise? I hear things moving around in the dark, ready to slither all over my face. Oh no. The fuck? Here's another log snippet. Pre-flight crew appraisal. Name, Technigec End. Specialism, Biosecurity. Dedication, 79%. Adaptability, 31%. Compliance, 96%. Very good GEC. Company approval rating, 10%. Predicted remaining lifespan, 4.1 years. Addendum. Captain's personal notes. AI sympathizer. Have them followed. He's an AI sympathizer. Hey, hang on. No, isn't that... Aren't the Korvax AI the ones with the robot head things? These are all on their faces. I can't open those.
Ground protection falling.
Yep, that's why I turned that on. Tainted metal. God knows what that's for. Oh, so I can open those. It's just... Even though they're on their faces.
Ground protection.
They're just opening into the floor. Interesting. I already opened that one. Ooh. Oxygen canisters for me. Not that I need to replenish oxygen, it's just, you know, they're here, aren't they? Free resources. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's just open these up. Unstable 12 unstable plasma. Did I say 12? I've got 12 of them. Nice. Partial cargo manifest follows. Cryogenic chambers, 549. Novel pathogen samples, 3. Bromide salt, 155. Deactivated exosamples, 39. Wasn't there... I don't remember the exact amount, but wasn't there about 40 something? chips gone missing? AI chips? Yum yum. The tastiest of chips. Ooh. Oh, that corner is spooky. Spooky corner. I don't like this. Oh, hi. Splat.
Thermal protection falling.
Plenty goo. Okay. There we go. Can I go a bit quicker? Read that one, haven't I? Data previously recorded, yes. That's nice. It's nice that it tells you that you've previously recorded it. The textures on there are amazing. Okay, floaty things. There we go. Ooh, there's loads. Splat. Why can't I shoot you? Fucking hate all the noises.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Nanites. Yay. Ooh. Goo. AI. Ugh. Oh! Yawning coming out of nowhere. Ugh. There we go. Ship AI. Location tracking report for Hand Lalco Recon. Personal bioscan last detected 5 days ago in the warp coil room. 3 others present. Biometric readout indicates entity in multiple pieces. No further life signs. Oh great, and that just ends there. Okay. That's lovely. No life signs, multiple pieces.
Thermal protection falling.
I just picked up an eye out of that crate. Data extracted from medical bay logs. Partial report follows. Trader Hikopapi. Oh wait, Hikopiap. Radiation control presented with gushing fluids. Outbreak continues to progress through crew. Total cases 3%. Gushing fluids. Ooh. That'll leave you sore. And dry. Very dry. No, that's pretty much pointless. Why are you not work? Do I have to make you work? Private mainframe access denied. Captain's DNA required to access personal log. Okay. Shipwide bioscans indicate severe incident status. Override available. Indicate captain's fate to begin. Unknown. Input accepted. Log will record captain's fate as unknown. Presumed dead. Presumed dead is accurate. Duty officer may take command, authenticate as duty officer to continue. Security credentials required. Login as quartermaster. Credentials accepted. Welcome, Quartermaster Cole Joel. Interesting name. Log will record you as temporary commander. Last significant entry from Captain TSA follows. Read captain's log. On shore leave, the whole crew went swimming in the acid sea of Hederax. We have become so much more. We see with so many eyes, so many hearts. I always loved the water. Beyond the end of all things there is glass. Even a child knows this. Mine did. They became a priest. They grew beloved to the Atlas, recruiting followers from Balaron to Lost Alaris. Time has taught me this. There is always a way. I will find them. I dreamt of water. It is how it begins. It is how it always begins. Do you still believe in the light of the infinite? Do you still believe there is any saving you? There are 16 minutes till I die. 16 minutes! I will find my child. I will find peace. He sounds like a happy fella. Oh, hi! Ooh, what the fuck? The fuck? What the hell? Do you want to just sort of be dead? Why? Oh, it's a mining laser, that's why. Low ammo. Can I just sort of not have low ammo? What was I shooting?
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, I know, but what am I shooting? I don't know what's wrong. None of these is... Don't know how you... Unless it just does it automatically. I hope it does. There are so many lockers to loot. This is unreasonable. You're distracting me, aren't you? Trying to keep me distracted so that you can sneak up on me and then take my eyes. You can't be taking my eyes. They're my eyes. I won't allow it. I'll try and take your eyes instead. I have a spoon, and I know how to use it.
Thermal protection falling.
Is that open? That is open. Shield module. Interesting. Yay, I got money. Open, please. Please be open. Why you no open? Did I already open you? So many lockers. So many lockers. I am cold. It's a cold place. Space is cold. Here's a heater, which seems oddly convenient. Why have they set up heaters? Surely their heaters would be... like, they wouldn't need heaters. They would just have heating. Life support would supply it. Okay, I've opened that. So many lockers! Got the other side to do as well. Can just sort of run along them and do them all. I like it. There's some bits here as well. No. I have an itchy earhole. Zones mapped, 8 of 9. Oh, so I've nearly done with this freighter. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to glass, it seems.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Yay! Think that's everything. Loot, loot here, loot, loot there. Everywhere I do looting. Oh, come on. Come on. This is not good. Oh, I fell. Apparently that was not how I was meant to go down. Ah, so you can just reload. Where's that noise? Oh, it's these. Goo, goo, goo. As the baby says, what you doing? Data extracted from medical bay logs. Partial report follows. Trader Feslow cargo oversight presented with a frostbite. Confined them to sick bay for observation. Log shows 32 similar cases this voyage. Frostbite. Well, I suppose without the heating, yeah. Very explainable. Extract from Watch Officer's Daily Report. Discipline. Assistant Ovento, cleaning, confined to the brig for unauthorized pressure suit usage. What was he doing? Offence number 2. Sentence length 57 days. Additional punishment. Messmates isolated from rest of the crew. Unless it was a particularly smelly place, I don't see why he'd be using like environmental suits. Maybe it was just an immense poo just in the corridor. I'm not going anywhere near that without a safety net. Essentially a safety net. It is essentially a safety net. And spin the chair. That's creepy sounding. Oh, why is everything so creepy? Oh, I've missed a crate. Packet of tarnished bangles. Not tarnished bangles. Engineering control panel accessed. Generator failure detected. Fabricators on emergency power. Construct component. Freighter. Hang on. I think a freighter bulkhead is storage, and technology upgrade must be one of these. What do I get? Internal technology replicant initiated. Extraction. Nano compression. Complete. Deployable unit ready for collection. Salvage fleet mining unit. That's not really what I wanted. God fucking damn it. Why can't I teleport back? Oh, I can. Really don't like the music. The music is just so creepy. Why is that moving so fast? Am I close to the exit now? Is this... I don't remember how I get out. I think this is further in. Did I come through here? I think I came through here, didn't I? I would like to leave now. This is right. There we go. This is the exit. So why didn't that take me where... Blah, blah, blah. Why didn't that take me back? It's meant to take me back to the beginning. Well, at least last time I checked. I want to get the fuck out of here. Oh, never coming back. Oh, what's that sort of layer of smoke? Oh my god. Look at the planets above me just hanging there. They're not really hanging, they just are there. Okay, let's just leave, because this is a horrible, horrible place. But with death and a lot of things that I'd rather not see again. offload crew manifest, did that say? Is that where I need to go? So... where am I meant to be going? Where's that telling me to go? Derelict freighter. I've just been there, though. Don't need to go there anymore. Back to the station, I suppose? That seems to be the only real... And my ship as well. Everything's in this direction. Let's just go there. Might have to go. Okie dokie. Have fun. Have fun with your new ship as well, since apparently you've been here for more than 3 hours. And nearly so have I. What I might do is I might spend some time playing this off camera just so I'm up to speed with what I'm supposed to be doing, because today has just been, what am I doing? I don't understand the game. It's all gone crazy. And it's not been any fun for me. See, I can shoot these things from further away, but like mining is a problem. Wow, that goes even further. Oh, okay. Now I can... Did I put an upgrade in or something? Because... Shield recharge on impact? I didn't read that before. Heat dispersion? Yeah. So there's probably like a lot of stuff that I want to be upgrading and going around and doing this sort of stuff. I'll try and get it all sorted for next time. Hopefully everybody got their bits and pieces if you have this game, because it would be very nice to have done that for you lot. Offload the crew manifest, scrap dealers and guild envoys offer different rewards. Okay. How do I know what's a scrap dealer? Hey, any of you scrap dealers? Hello? You. No, you're exosuits, aren't you? What are you? Technology merchant. You're not a scrap dealer, are you? What about you? Technology merchant. Hang on, what? Starship research. Wait, Starship research? Huh. I just took some money from you. Mine now. Can I buy something from you? Oh, you sell upgrades, of course. Oh, you have got some good upgrades here. I'm going to take that hyperdrive module, because I feel like that's definitely going to be a upgrade. I want to take that as well, because I think I'm using the cyclotron, aren't I? Yeah. Good. Okay. So what have you got then? Oh, your exo things. I don't really mess with them very much. I don't need anything for my tool. Let's go in here. Hello! Hello everybody! How you doing? What do you have? Can I demand a place on your throne world, interloper? Acceptance will grant you the glory of an exocraft and a Viking mech priest to administer it in mass. Pray only that you have an exocraft terminal sufficient for my skills. Refusal will result in my inevitable extermination. Be quick. The technician seeks work, claiming they will be able to build and upgrade exocraft for my travels. I already have one, thanks. The Viking seems dangerous and unstable. I should show caution before inviting them to live in my home. I think he's going to die now, so, you know, maybe that's no longer the issue here. Hey, have you got anything of interest that I can, like, buy or sell? No? Okay. Oh, I've just remembered. There's a thing on my back. Wait, where is it? Multi-tool. Is it the exosuit? I've got a personal refiner. I could be sticking stuff in this. Where is it? The living slime, for example. I can stick that in there, and it turns into runaway mold. And then once that's runaway mold, I can turn that into. I think I can turn that into nanites. Begin. Yeah. Go. Do. Packet of tarnished bangles. Used for trading only. Salvaged fleet mining unit. That sounds good. But where do I put it? Fleet mining. Can I put it in a storage container? I can't mount it in a storage container. Damn. I can put it here, though. Interesting. I've got a few of these, I think. Pilot AI circuit from... Okay, that's not the same. Mining drones. Yes. If I put you... Hang on, so... Are these all hooked up to each other? Okay, I'm going to put that next to the... to that. So that goes together, but... Hang on. Where is it? They are. They're all hooked up to each other. Huh. So it doesn't matter. They all hook up to each other. I like it. I've just got to learn how to unlock more of these, or get a better ship, which honestly seems to be the way I'm going here. I might end up with so much money that I'll just buy a new ship with lots of slots. Yeah, we'll see. I'll do a bit of figuring out, and we'll do that. Okay. Good. Okay, right. Well, thank you everybody for sticking around. If you're new and you're still watching, please follow up. Give us a follow. For now, I'm going to send you over to... Who have we got? We've got 6 people live, apparently. I am going to send you over... What does that say? I'm going to send you over to Stormy, who is playing Borderlands 3. So, have fun over there, and I will see you No, I will not be seeing you tomorrow. It is Saturday. I will not be doing Saturdays. But I will see you on Sunday for more of this. And I think it's day 4 of the gathering of things. So yeah, I'll be doing a bit of tinkering and jiggery pokery all over the place. So if everything doesn't look the same when you come back, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I'm surprised anybody else actually understands what's going on here anyway. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, have fun over at Stormy, and bye bye.